said goodbye to former club, was entrusted feelings to former fellow. The Viking you have traveled a white orchid. Although attempts to register the guild as a merchant visited the trading city de Bandha. Registration fee becomes to partner with Vilja termed a problem with insufficient. This encounter is then a major turning point of two people.
Are you Vilja?
I did come to talk of work from guild finally. Individual in bills not cheap. It was from another merchant guild have multiplied to give up the cause there was no contact for many days. I'll be able to move this in barely.
What's wrong with?
You know, stolen the important things and duo of Nord, entered the wood out drunk and big. I cannot also be moving, rather have to wait even message from the guild. When but before the array is become drunk, find not.
It or nasty?
Yet immediately I what's the one who will ask such a thing to be met? I cannot even work from the merchant guild with confidence that it is not regain the array.
Desires do not be able to partner with you if you do not clean up your problem. It's likely to be pressed further troublesome thing from the merchant guild if refuse that the partner with you to say whether. Desires trying and I'll clean up your trouble.
Thank you. I even not reason you did not say anything and not move from this place. Apparently guys for like went to the White Orchid direction after leaving this town. Along with the important things. 2 year runs out also not when travel expenses appear today. It was going to all the guys alone. I may of course help.
Does a bite to say lending I'll help that amount and ask them to be tightly merchant guild work.
Really? Glad.
In either chow dismiss immediately trouble.
Wait, they are.
Hey, there's a man.
That damn thing is cursed. It actually talked to me. Cursed me.
Such a thing not matter. And pass the things that he stole from her.
Yes, look, take the bottle. Just take it. But when we opened the bottle, it started to talk. It cursed us. Please, take the bottle, and please ask the little lady to have her bottle removing that curse from us.
It'll let you pass the luggage stolen and disable. It's it from talking to her.
You will? Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I swear I won't ever steal again. And here is the bottle, of course.
Dese would have said, pass the stolen luggage. He not only bottled to I hand of Dese.
I know it's wrong to steal, but me and my body were so thirsty. And the little lady there had left her luggage almost unattended.
In other words, gold has entered I'm using in this tavern? So your own fault also cursed. Nevertheless, rather than ask to Dese if you want to solve the curse, you directly should speak with her.
What if I'm cursed for the rest of my life?
It is up to you. Although luggage was useless, Dese only had bottles and took back.
You have the bottle. Wonderful. Give it to me, please.
Was Sir Byte really have me to resolve the sudden trouble?
And now I guess I owe you an explanation.
Your purpose?
I guess you have already figured out that my bottle is kind of special. It's in fact very, very old, I inherited it from my grandmother, who inherited it from her grandmother. Before my grandmother died, she gave me the bottle, together with a mysterious note written by her grandmother. It wasn't easy to understand the note, but this much I know. The bottle contains components related to old Morrowind witchcraft. I cannot believe that the content is evil in any way, though. Neither my grandmother nor her ancestors have been into dark magic. However, something magic is trapped within the bottle, and it requires a certain kind of knowledge to release what's trapped in there. My great-great-grandmother once told my grandmother that the only place where the content could be released would be here, in Skyrim. Or, to be more specific, inside the Alduin sanctuary. Therefore, I decided to bring the bottle to Skyrim and to visit the sanctuary. However, I have now been here for quite some time, but although I've been traveling all over the countryside, I have never been able to find the sanctuary. You don't happen to know where it's located, do you?
Not the sanctuary of location is known, but it would also be possible to find out if you have to gather the journey.
You think so? Oh, that would be tremendous! Skyrim is a dangerous place, and it's so much safer to be two than one.
Does this thing was it that says there is a problem? Would be good. It started from the beginning troublesome thing relationship. Does Ale dating thoroughly?
I am very happy to become decided to accompany me too. Do not worry about it because to properly also work escort.
Might Merchant Guild know something about Sanctuary maybe? Once I get back to Bonvale.
It's so nice to just talk a little, you and I. I was just thinking, would you be interested if I told you a little about myself?
Do already sunset even close, good even while walking?
Well, as you have been so kind, I guess you're entitled to know a little about me. I was born in a place called Solstein, northwest of Morrowind. All women in my family are alchemists, and my mother wants me to follow the tradition. However, I must admit that I have never been very talented. I have always wanted to be a bard, to play music and to tell fascinating tales. My grandmother used to tell wonderful stories about fairies and trolls and witches, and about the life of her own adventurous grandmother. She always encouraged me to try to find my own path in this world. Yes, it is thanks to her that I'm now in Skyrim. Well, at least partially.
Is not difficult to even walk in the statue to completely day fell of smooth skin? Does they want hurry the arrival of the Bonvale? Or story I be in another chance?
So yes, it has to talk even when there is a chance to calm down.
Although immediately will utilize the guild, or say?
I do not care, you also already because it is the member of the Merchant Guild. So, what is your business?
And information about the location of the Alduin Sanctuary, would like to ask you to provide bed as a weekend rest.
Alduin Sanctuary. It is around the East March local hot spring has sprung when it was it.
Just one per middle of Windhelm and Griffin. A specialty in the vicinity of the does they want to know.
Well, iron, ebony, R of malachite, etc. sounds like a specialty.
Is expected likely thing demand?
It's our gold and moonlight stone. Material to be used for the others the alchemy might information such as missing.
Does they were going to be one profit in its information?
Information is creature. As you there are blessed Xenophar.
Thank you. If they can guide the room that is not sorry to be used?
I will guide you.
Although Alduin Sanctuary of Location was found, does they want to also act as a merchant? I want to supplement what will become a commodity while drop in mine it is in along the way, but do not mind it.
I do not care. I not mind as far as you are. I know the shortest journey. Also will do some alchemy material of demand. If the journey I wonder how can I to move while collecting them.
Whether the mine is not in along the way. Does A is also a no state travel expenses. You want to merchandise replenishment without spending a thing if under that you can.
Though become circuitous, I'll feel that mine had one in along the way, and if the road toward the Ivestead from Helgen. At same seems the feet of this building also has 2 iron and ebony of mine.
So, what about in the idea of going to Alduin Sanctuary via Helgen? Of course you think let's also firmly product replenishment here of mine.
It does not matter in it. I say, if there is something to help by it.
Inlet in that does a rest in preparation for tomorrow's departure. Good morning. Merchandise replenishment of mine here is finished. Today is Tony's University?
It's fine.
In the coming journey, I ask please. The permission of the collection at the mine. What? Wait a minute, wait. Apparently it looks like mine has turned into habitat of wild theft hour.
Seems it. You wonder how to mining in this mine.
It's going to. Before you go back to one question. Do you in such equipment it?
It's okay, there is no problem. Okay, what towards you?
Beneath this clothing chain has been groomed. Then the armor you are wearing is much more durable. Desire suggestion is customized armor you had a location can be a blacksmith on the way to the even better would do. Death is Nord here and often overcast. Honey stuff drinking in Sovngarde? Desire think that such a thing can do well deserve to live. Who enjoy the variety alive then go honey liquor and songs but not an interesting Sovngarde is meaningful even dozens of times. It said the soldier who claims the sword is either sword or shield wielder, decay is the desire will not allow. Anywhere desire live if you were hiding. Escort job does not end as long as desire live. To get your job done armor made me want to.
Yeah. First, let's products supplemented from the end safely in mine thieves will there.
US court doesn't matter if binge, to the distress of life. Try to start replenishing.
Dovahkiin that began the journey as a merchant. Velja for the journey as the escort. 2 people in the mine visited in order to ensure the foundation as the merchant is able to confront theft field. What?